Hey guys, and welcome back to the Watford FIFA 20 career mode. Hope you guys are enjoying the episodes. We're now into episode 8, so we're well into the season. We're into the hectic period of December. And in today's episode, we've got 3 huge games for us. We've got the first game against Leicester away at the King Power, then Crystal Palace at home, which should be a very tough game, 2 evenly matched sides, and then a huge trip to Anfield to finish up the episode. So unlike last time where we were aiming for 7 points, not totally sure that 7 points is obtainable for this episode, but I will try my best, as I always do for you guys, to make some interesting content and some good games. But in the first game up here against Leicester, we made a couple of changes. As you can see, kind of the main change is the Will Hughes coming into the team. I think he just maybe give us a bit more defensive prowess than Ismaila Sarr will. So hopefully that is good for us. Just before we get into the game though, Ayoze Perez looks like he's got off to a very good start this season. Expected 30 goals this season. So in this game at least, it looks like Ayoze Perez is taking some of that workload off Jamie Vardy. But as you can see, we've got 2 players to watch here. Ayoze Perez 5 goals in his last 3, but our man Iñaki Williams 3 goals in his last 3 games. So finally starting to hit some form, getting used to the Premier League. So hopefully he can go on, continue that in this game. And bag himself another one. But the beginning of the first half was very back and forth. No one really did anything, but it took us about the 37th minute to get a real good counter-attack going. Iñaki Williams beating his man, Ikone not being able to get the ball, and Will Hughes able to bundle the ball into the goal. That is a very, I'd say, Watford type of goal. Not clean, not nice, but effective nonetheless. And Will Hughes just bundling the ball in. Watford fans going crazy at the King Power. Kasper Schmeichel wondering how the hell that went in, but it was some good play from Iñaki Williams. And Will Hughes just able to tuck the ball in. Definitely not the best way of doing it. But actually, it wasn't actually even given to Will Hughes. It looked like, I don't know if he didn't see it the first time round, but actually Johnny Evans got a bit of a touch or kind of poke the ball. And actually that was the reason why the ball went in. But yeah, that's a great time to score, kind of just before half time. So give us a bit of a boost going into the half time break. So we'll just see whether we can close out this last couple minutes as Leicester push here with Ayoze Perez on the right as he crosses the ball into the box, but able to clear this one. Guendouzi picking up the pieces at the edge of the box like he has so often this season for us already. But this time he's absolutely driving at the Leicester midfield. Playing the ball into Ikone, back to Williams, back to Ikone. Can he square the ball? He can square the ball to Iñaki Williams, and Iñaki Williams, the man that's on form for our team, picks up another goal after some beautiful play between himself and Jonathan Ikone. Those two really are like our kind of creative players. Delafeu started this season as our kind of main man, but it's becoming very clear that it's going to be Jonathan Ikone and Iñaki Williams, as Ikone just squares the ball, and Iñaki Williams, Kasper Schmeichel, no chance, just plays the ball past. And I was talking about getting into half-time 1-0 up, and we've hit Leicester for the double just before half-time here, and those could be huge goals in this game, because we weren't necessarily playing the best in the beginning of the first half, but we were able to get 2 goals here. But it's still not half-time, as Leicester ping the ball out to James Maddison, who's playing on the left, coming inside into the box, squares it, and Jamie Vardy, I had to pause there because Jamie Vardy gets in front of the defender, does the stupid mannequin celebration, piss off Jamie Vardy, and not sure how he got in front of our defender. I think it was Messina there at left back, kind of just very static, and Vardy just strolls past him and flicks the ball in. So from hoping to be going 1 goal ahead, we are actually probably going to be going in 1 goal ahead now. I doubt there'll be any more time. And there the referee blows the half-time whistle, and all the action was concentrated in the last 5 minutes of that half. So very strange end to the half, but hopefully we can carry that on into the second half as Leicester pose an attack here down the right with Ayoze Perez. Cutting the ball in. Can he get the ball into the box? No, he plays it to Pereira, I think that is. He gets the ball into Maddison. Maddison beautifully clips the ball over Feminina and absolutely spanks one against the bar. That was beautiful from James Maddison. He's a player I'd love to have at Watford, but maybe not just yet. I don't think we can attract the likes of him at the moment, but that was a fantastic piece of skill. But we try and break down the other end, seeing if we can cause some problems, but it doesn't look like we've been able to, as Maddison clips a huge ball over there, What a fantastic ball. I'm not sure what Cavaselli was doing there, but Vardy's latched onto the ball here. We are coming towards the end of the game, so just seeing if we can see out the game now. Leicester haven't posed too big of a threat in the second half, other than that Maddison chance that we showed a little earlier. But yeah, you know what happened in the first half. All the goals were scored right at the end, so we'll have to be careful here as Will Hughes plays a little bit of silly beggars and gets the ball through to Danny Welbeck, who's come on. He beats his defender Johnny Evans. Can he score? He can't score. And Danny Welbeck doing Danny Welbeck things, just kind of slicing the ball, going very, very wide of the near post there. And well, it looks like this might probably be the end of the game, as I think that was Vardy who crosses the ball, but some good defending once again by our defenders. And Guendouzi clearing the ball, and there we are. There is the full-time whistle. What a fantastic away win. Like, snatch and grab, I'd say that is. Leicester are obviously a much better team than us. And we didn't play so well in the first half. We just were able to hold them out in the second half. And a fantastic start to this episode. I didn't expect that. As we see Iñaki Williams there in an absolutely dirty tracksuit, not sure what he's wearing, but anyways, jumping to the next game, Crystal Palace, this time at home, feeling confident after that Leicester win. Ismail Assar coming back into the team, and there's one change for Roberto Pereira coming in for Deulofeu, who's just been a little bit off the boil in the last couple of episodes. They thought I might mix it up, give Pereira a chance. Haven't given him a fair shot from the start in the last couple of games, so we'll see what he can do in this episode. But yeah, Crystal Palace and Watford, two relatively closely matched teams. So I'm interested to see how we get on. But ball through to Iñaki Williams. He plays the ball into Jonathan Ikone. Can he get the ball with his left foot? He can, but is absolutely brought down and tackled to the ground there by Halstenberg, who looks to be a Crystal Palace signing. And that is a yellow card, but Jonathan Ikone got absolutely taken out there. I'm not sure what the hell the Crystal Palace defenders are complaining about. Look at this. That is... Watching it again, maybe Ikone started to fall before the contact came, but it was 100% a foul. And I meet my nemesis once again, penalties in FIFA 20. If you guys watched some of the earlier episodes, we went out of the Carabao Cup in the worst possible way on penalties. But as you can see, here I was trying to test out like how the system works. I really just can't kind of gather the way of taking penalties. And as you can see there, I just kind of crumbled. It was an okay penalty to the top right, but I think it was Wayne Hennessy in goal for... Crystal Palace saving well there, and yeah, we had a chance to go ahead, but no luck this time. But we played the corner in, seeing if we get any more luck from the corner. Ismail Assar getting to the byline, crossing the ball, but to the edge of the box, and it goes nowhere. So yeah, really annoying about that penalty. I just haven't figured out how to take penalties in this game. But we continue to dominate Crystal Palace in this first half, as Ismail Assar this time on the left breaks on the left, cuts inside, gets absolutely taken out by Cheku Kayate there. And it looks like Palace are struggling to keep up with our pace today. We haven't necessarily been known for our pace, but Ismail Assar getting afterburners on, and Kuyate taking them off. We've got a free kick here out on the left. Wonder what Roberto Pereira can do. He gets the ball into the box. It's half cleared by the Crystal Palace defender. And who was that? Some Watford player volleyed the ball there. And it looks like it's Holovas, but on his right foot, trying to go with the outside of his foot, and it's just gone wide of the near post. But that's probably the one person you don't want coming in at the edge of the box trying for a volley. But Wolf Zaha trying a bit of skill there, not working out. But we have broken. The ball's gone through to Iñaki Williams. What can he do? Will he go past the keeper? He doesn't go past the keeper. He tries to dink him instead. Iñaki Williams feeding off that confidence of 4 in his last 4, and tries to chip the goalkeeper. But you're not that good, Iñaki Williams. Pipe down. But as we approach half-time again, still 0-0. As you can see from the charts we made, we've been much the better team here. We just haven't been able to break the deadlock. But Ismail Assar cutting the ball back to Pereira, and Pereira, every time, now I understand why Pereira hasn't been playing. Gets the ball on the penalty box, 6 yards out, or maybe 10 yards out, and just spanks the ball straight at the keeper. What is he doing? And nothing comes from the corner as Holding picks the ball up. But we do win a free kick here. In from Ikone, but wasn't able to get the header away. And we're approaching half-time again, and we've dominated this, but haven't been able to score. But that is until now. Abdoulaye Doucouré, what a strike. He's already scored some bangers for us this season. It looks like he's got an absolute mean shot on him, as it looked like we were going to dominate this first half, but not get a goal, not get any reward for it. But we go into half-time yet again with a lead. due to this absolutely fabulous shot from Decore. It's not quite top bins, but the keeper's quite far off his line at the edge of the 6-yard box and almost kind of lobs him, really, because the ball comes down. But the Crystal Palace keeper had no chance there. Yeah, what a fantastic strike from Decore. Just no words for that. No words for that. So great time to score again. We've been scoring definitely the right times this season. As Wilf Zaha pitches the ball there, gets the ball through to Jordan Ayew, and he finishes past Ben Foster. So after Crystal Palace not really causing us any problems in the first half, Wilf Zaha pinching the ball there and getting it through to Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew making no mistake there. Probably on his, first chance of the game. Bearing in straight on goal. Ben Foster kind of didn't really do too much, just kind of rushed straight at him. But no chance, as I am struggling to speak. So much commentary hurts my voice. But Tom Cleverley this time cutting it on the right-hand side. Can he square the ball? He tries to square the ball, but couldn't do it that time. But Tom Cleverley, who's come on to kind of give us a bit more something different in attack, and we've been a little bit predictable in the second half, so hopefully he can make a difference. But the ball pinged out to Andros Townsend, who's can cause some problems. But he crosses the ball in with his right foot, his weaker foot, and it's straight into Jordan Ayew. That's a very, very good header. You know, fair play. Like, I have to just applaud that. That was a great cross and a great header. Not much we could really do about that. Probably could have cut the ball out going to Townsend in the first place. But Jordan Ayew there, ball coming across him, just heads it back to kind of the direction it came from. And yeah, we find ourselves behind at home. So this game probably hasn't gone so well as we kind of edge towards the closing minutes of this game. And it looks like Palace are looking like they're going to score a third rather than we're going to equalise, as I think Halstenberg just takes a shot there. I think it deflects off one of our defenders, but that is the full-time whistle. Yeah, that game just didn't really go so well. The second half they kind of just turned it on. They weren't really there, and it looks like that penalty miss really cost us. But we're going to swiftly move on for that. Back against this Liverpool team now, which is a huge game away at Anfield. Like we did in the Leicester game, we're bringing Will Hughes back into the team. But before we get into this game, we had this clip before, Sadio Mane practicing some shots. But like, who's that in goal? Like, is that Van Dijk or like Gomez? Like, why is he practicing being in goal? I have no idea. But anyways, maybe that's just a little glitch in the game. But here we get started again at Anfield, where we're going to have to be at our very, very best to get anything out of this game, let alone a win. But Decore here feeding the ball through to Will Hughes. It'll be interesting to see what he can do attacking wise. Obviously, he's playing more for his kind of defensive ability as he crosses the ball in there, but nicely picked off there by Alisson. But yeah, so I'm interested to see if Will Hughes can still cause some problems going forward for us, but as well as kind of protecting against Sadio Mane. So that should be an interesting challenge as Decore here plays the ball through to Inaki Williams, one-on-one with Joel Matip. What can he do? He tries to square the ball into Decore. Decore absolutely spanks it on his left foot. He scored a screamer in the last game, tries to replicate it here, this time with his left foot. Just swung his boot at it, and that did not miss by far. As there I am looking very flash as the manager, but that was very, very close from Decore. So very unlucky not to get the ball in the top corner there. But as Sadio Mane breaks down the left, probably can breeze past our entire team as he cuts in on his right foot. Can he score? Ooh, that was very, very close there from Sadio Mane as he cut in on his right foot. Tried to bend the ball in that far corner, but I think he just set the ball out a little too far. And yeah, it's pretty much fair to say we've probably been dominated in this first half. As we approach half-time, we just haven't, this Liverpool team's been a bit too difficult. Sadio Mane comes in, Ben Foster closes the ball out. The ball played into Mo Salah, and Mo Salah just, like, very, very nice goal from Mo Salah, kind of just clipping the ball around the corner with his left foot as he goes and spanks the corner flag. And I guess this episode's been the tale of the end of the half goals, right? Like, again, this is in like the 44th minute. There's the player on the line. I'm not sure if it was maybe Rob Holding, or maybe it's Feminier actually trying to get his head in the way. But the ball just had a bit too much pace on it from Mo Salah. And yeah, I think if we went in at halftime 0-0, we would have felt kind of good. But going in 1-0 down, I think it's going to be really tough for us to bounce back in the second half. So, yeah, I'm optimistic, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be tough against this Liverpool team. But yeah, as you can see, Sadio Mane, Liverpool carrying on as they were at the beginning of the second half. Sadio Mane on the left here. What will he do? He decides to square the ball rather than cross it. He decides to shoot to the near post, and Ben Foster saves the ball well there. Not really sure Sadio Mane's chances of scoring from there were, but I think the ball maybe would have been hitting the post or just going wide. But Ben Foster wasn't to know. Played the ball safe there as Oxlade-Chamberlain picks the ball up there on the edge of the box. What will he do? He plays it into Henderson. He plays it back to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Will he cross the ball or will he just faff around? He plays it into Mo Salah. And Mo Salah this time goes for the near post, but Ben Foster again keeping them out. I'm not sure why they're going for the near post. It's obviously your chance of scoring is a lot less there as Ben Foster this time comes out and clears the ball from the corner, but straight to Jordan Henderson. Will he shoot? He doesn't shoot. He decides to play it into Salah, and then Firmino with I think a snapshot that was straight into the hands of Ben Foster. But we managed to break this time with a ball out to Deulofeu into Iñaki Williams. What will he do? He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he scores. Iñaki Williams, the boy. He's carrying on this rich vein of form he's in, as he finds himself kind of one-on-one with Alisson, with Matip and Van Dijk bearing down on him. And he kind of hits the ball with almost the outside of his right foot, I want to say. We'll see a better angle here. He kind of almost gets it through the laces, but he gets the whip on it, which means it goes around Alisson and into the corner. And that is a fantastic goal from Iñaki Williams on the break there. Liverpool looking like they were going to score the next goal, but the next goal did fall to us. So, as I was saying earlier, it might have been tough to get back into the game in the second half, but able to hit Liverpool on the break, which is rare. You don't see that at Anfield. Iñaki Williams scoring in front of the Kop, but as you would expect, Liverpool cranked up the pressure, and Sadio Mane here into Jordan Henderson, getting the ball into Roberto Firmino. Roberto Firmino turning in the box. Not enough defenders close to him. He was able to turn way too easily as he runs away with Jordan Henderson to celebrate with his one-eye celebration. Can't say anything too bad about Liverpool, man. I'm a Liverpool fan at the end of the day, but yeah, it was some good play there. Roberto Firmino just had way too much space in the box, was able to turn, and this time he goes for the near post. Maybe they know about this near post OP thing, and he goes and slots the ball away, and we find ourselves behind yet again. So it's going to take another monumental effort from us to try and get ourselves back into this team, as Tom Cleverley comes on, who spreads the ball out to Roberto Pereira, one-on-one with Alexander-Arnold. He cuts in this time. He gets his shot away, and similar to the Mane shot in the first half, just couldn't get the ball to curl in enough. I think Roberto Pereira's shot was probably never going in, as you can see there, just kind of sliced across it a little bit. And yeah, the ball's always going away from the goal rather than towards it. So as we get to the closing echelons of this game, Liverpool kind of just saw the game out, and we just weren't able to put any pressure on, as you would expect at Anfield. And yeah, that was kind of a loss for us. So back-to-back defeats for us. That hasn't happened for us, I don't think, in this season just yet. So that was a tough one to take. But I think the win against Leicester was unexpected, so I'll happily take 3 points from these 3 really difficult games. And so I hope you guys join us for the next episode, where we're going to be starting off against Man United, which again will be another big game. So all the big games are coming thick and fast now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode anyway, and I'll catch you on another one.